Hi guys. So this get ready with me is literally a get ready with me. My dress is falling off. I have no makeup on. I have a little lighting. Clearly not a beauty professional, but I wanted to share my Octocurl because on Sunday mornings is when I usually try to do it, and I'll get about usually about 2 or 3 days value out it, and then I wash my hair and start all over, so it seemed kind of a perfect time to share with you guys. Oh, I'm falling. I'm so not good at this. Anyways, but, this is what I'm calling the "Get Ready With Me" or how I became an Octocurl girl or Octogirl. Maybe I should just be Octogirl. What do you guys think? You can tell me. Um, if that's really dumb or if I seem like Marvel. Yeah, Marvel. Just don't say I'm too old for it because you're never too old. And I'll just delete you if you tell me I'm too old for any of this because that's where I'm at. I am going to be 52 in less than 30 days. I own that. And so if you think I'm too old, that's on you. But anyways, back to the Octocurl. Uh, I You have to start with your hair really well detangled. Trust me on that. I have super baby fine hair, which is why I love this thing because as I have gotten older, my hair used to be like you couldn't kill it. You could not kill my hair, but now that I am in my 50s, it isn't as strong as it used to be. But I have really like uh baby fine hair, straight, clearly super straight, and so I needed like non-heat options for getting my hair curled. And so that's I saw a friend using the Octocurl on her Instagram, and I was like, that. So I literally just tried this. This is not a sponsored post. This is me just showing how I use it and why I think it's the bomb. I use a really like gentle brush. This is like the kitsch brush, which is gross. Clean your brush, Tracy. Clean your brush. I hadn't really noticed that it was kind of gross. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I did Kit had sent me a brush to try, and I've stayed a fan, so I'll put the link down in the bottom because I do love them. And then I do put a little stuff on my ends just to keep them protected, and I find it holds the curl. I like the liquid pearl by the OG I don't know. It's the stuff that comes in this shape. Everything is this shape, the little pod shape. I'll put the link in the bottom since I'm terrible with names. And that's part of being almost 52. So I will put the link in, but like I said, I use a little to just coat the ends. I also feel like it when you see how it wraps around, it's good to give it a nice smooth edge. And I have hair in my mouth. See, I'm making this video so you can see like non-perfect people using this stuff to make themselves feel better. Those of you who may know me from my other show, The Pebble, that's a lot about my life, which is to make things a little bit better and be a little happier and therefore be closer to your best self and living your purpose. And for me, believe it or not, this crazy contraption helps me like feel pretty and then closer to myself. But you have to be willing to look weird for a few hours. Now, usually I start a little sooner with my hair a little more damp. It's still a tiny bit. I don't use it soaking wet, though some people do. It depends on how well your hair dries. I have, again, as I said, baby fine hair. And so baby fine hair dries really super slowly, especially if it's closed up together. And I have found that if I want to be able to take this down and not sleep on it, um, I need to have my hair at least half to 2/3 dry. Otherwise, when I take it down, I'll have some of the curls that are wet. And because my hair is truly, truly stick straight, as you can see, then it just goes ploop when it dries. And that is not Octocurl's fault. That's a conversation I'm having with God when I get there. So yes, this contraption, it has to be called a contraption. I love you guys, Octocurl. I don't know how you came up with this. It does remind me of some things that my mom tried in my hair when I was a kid, but how you put this together, but it works. Just trust me, it works. So, and here's the thing, like, as you can see, I have a little bit of a curtain bang situation here. So I start with that just to make sure I get those, on there well. And it also kind of, see how it's already sliding back because my hair, that's the other thing about baby fine hair, is that it will kind of just slide out. So what's nice about this is if I go ahead and get these on, then it will hold it really well for me. And then doing the rest is pretty simple. So it's kind of self-explanatory, but I'm going to show you how I do it. And I hope that that's helpful. If it's not, there's so many things to watch. Though I don't know, I feel like I've binged out on everything and I've run out of shows. So if you have a good show, let me know, especially post-Succession. I won't talk about the ending because, yeah, you might not have seen it and I don't want to be that person. So anyways, okay, back to my hair, twisting it around. Okay. And you'll see that like sometimes you get these odd ends. Unfortunately, like there's not a lot you can do about that if you have baby hair, fine hair about that. But the good news in my mind is that's kind of why it looks more natural, is that you get more of a beach wave and not like a crazy curl wave. So, and then what I do is as I fold this up, I catch it. Okay. So I catch them and then that keeps the edges a little smoother. It takes, the shorter hairs do take a little more effort. They have multiple lengths. This is the right length for me on everything but my curtain bangs. So it takes a little more of effort. You see like how it already wants to like slide up. But like I said, this really works to kind of anchor it and then it gets really easier after. So I like to do the curtain bangs kind of as a backwards, headed back or towards the rear. I don't know. Backwards sounds weird. Like, no, see, this one did really nicely. I don't know about you guys. My whole life, I have always had one side of my hair that was fabulous and one side of my hair that always was harder to do. You guys have to let me know in the comments if I am alone in that. My mom swears the same. Okay, so my mom and I'm definitely not alone. I have another person, but are my mom and I the only weirdos that have like a good hair side and a bad hair side, no matter who does our hair? So let me know. Okay, so like I said, tuck it in. Now I'm going to show you the long strands, and then I am going to be quiet and and I'll just film me so it can be sped up so you don't have to just watch me just do my hair and just listen to me. Maybe eventually I'll get like a good story. Like there's this fabulous chick named Bailey. I should look up her link too. She tells like these true crime stories while she does her makeup. I think she's really cool, but I don't have any cool stories. All right, but here's the right length. Okay, so see how it ended just about the same. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that end and in. I think I said and in. This is why you don't see me on Good Morning America, ladies and gentlemen, because all of the speech technique that I worked so hard on has clearly gone out the window. I'm so sorry, Debbie. I should have stayed with my Edith Skinner. Tuck the ends in, and then you see the little elastic. It does the job for you. Just wrap it around until it will hold tight. Look at that. So easy peasy. And so I'm going to do one more for you. I kind of like to alternate going forward and back, because to me that creates more of that beachy wave look, because even though I am now in Buffalo, I still miss my beach. That I'm not getting over. I've adored Buffalo. Buffalo is the greatest town, guys. Or maybe I shouldn't tell you that. Everybody's like, keep it a secret, keep it a secret. It really is a crazy, great town. I'm really happy we're here, and I've so enjoyed having actual seasons, though it has been a lesson learning that June is not summer here yet. It's not. It's like going to be a high of like 72 today. But anyways, so I've done the demonstration part talking to you. And since I am not Bailey and I don't have some groovy true crime story to tell you, I'm going to stop here. And then I'm going to let you watch me, and we'll speed it up so you can watch it at, like, and then I will show you the finished of this. And then we'll go from there. Okay. So now here's something that I do recommend when you start moving back towards the backside of your head, that you take note of how many you still have left, so you get a good evenly dispersed amount of curl, because I have been guilty of either ending up with not enough and then having to undo, or ending up and not having used all of them, which meant that like some of the curls in the back could have been a little more finely twirled, and because they would have been divided across more. It's not a huge problem. It's just kind of just a little tip. Take it for what it's worth. From Octogirl. Is it sticking? Is it working? No? Okay. Well, anyways, it's a thought. So this is what it looks like when it is fully engaged. It is a contraption, so it feels like it needs some kind of word like that, like engaged. I will come back in a few hours to show you what the result is, but yeah. So if you were ever wondering what the process was for putting in one of these babies, this was my very non-professional, non-beauty influencer way. I hope it was helpful. 2 hours later, for those of you who had kids who've watched SpongeBob, and you probably watched along. Anyways, I'm back, and it's been in my hair for a while, and so now is the fun part. Now is the taking out, and you get to see what happens when you have had this in your hair for a couple of hours. Now you can sleep in it, and then you'll get like really long lasting curls. And or if I had started this when I had planned, it probably would have been a little wetter, and then it would be a little stronger curls. But nonetheless, you're going to see. I think you're going to be excited to see. I'm always excited to see. I find this part so much fun. Now, I sometimes rush it and I like jerk it out. I don't recommend that. You really should undo each one and then let the curl unfurl, which is kind of fun if you think about it. Like, watch that. Like, that is not the hair that you saw before, right? Like, this is a completely different hair. And I am so excited by it. It's just, it makes me happy. And like I had said, that's my thing now, is just finding lots of little things that make me happier. And then I feel like I go out into the world a little happier, a little more comfortable, a little more confident. And then hopefully I spread that, because that is my goal, is when you're with me, I hope you feel better afterwards, right? Like, what world it would be if we all focused on just come out of an experience with someone and feel better. If we all try to make each person that's in front of us feel a little better when we leave their presence. Wow. So that's your pebble for the day. Yeah. The more you know, for those of you who are my age, who remember the shooting star, the more you know. Anyways, but as you will see, I am excitedly trying to be patient. I'm not a patient girl. And I remember Oprah saying that she prayed for patience one year, and she learned that God doesn't give you patience. You have to learn it. And so I've never prayed for patience, because I think I'd lose my mind if that's the way it goes. Because I'm not patient. So here I am, but since I am trying to show you, I am being a good girl and pulling them out one by one. I have, however, started in the front and then realized that it's almost time to film a pebble or some other thing. And I'm ripping it out and pulling the ends. That is not the way you're supposed to do it. But so I'm doing it the way you should do it, which is unwrapping each curl. And it's funny because I'm getting more curl and less Octocurl as I go. So now there's more of the contraption showing, but eventually I'll be able to take it off and you will see how amazing this thing is for curls. And like I said, this is not sponsored. I just really think this thing is cool for people like me who are really afraid of using so much heat on their hair. And unless I get it wet or it's really, really humid, it actually lasts. It'll be less wavy tomorrow, but I can sleep on it and still have waves. And that's pretty amazing. Now, because my hair is super straight, like I said before, it's not going to hold the curl after. This is fully functioning because it dried on it. But already, still no makeup. I fully wanted this to be a true get ready with me so you guys could see me for real. This is not a fake, I got professional makeup and then I got ready with me. But this is what it did. And this was honestly, I don't even think a full 2 hours. So if I had left it on for about 4 hours, or if my hair had been a little more damp, I would have had more full curls. But I really was just trying to do a soft beach wave. But how about that? So that is my get ready with me Octocurl. I'm still working on whether or not I should be Octogirl. They probably have that trademarked or something. And they're probably like, Tracy, you can't be Octogirl. We have an Octogirl. But if they don't, and they want to let me be Octogirl, I would totally be their Octogirl. Dear Octocurl, do you need an Octogirl? Octowoman doesn't work. I mean, I know I'm not a girl anymore, but Octogirl goes with Octocurl, which is why, because I always like pun. And anyways, so if you stuck with me all the way to the end of this, thank you very much. And I hope you had fun. This is who I am on my channel. And if you liked it, I hope you'll subscribe and watch more. Admittedly, my channel is a mix of things, so I break it up so you can see what you like and, watch what matters to you. But I will always be real. It'll always be me. And if you like me, then subscribe. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.